I am going to be grading drafts today. I don't know how long this stream will go for, but I want to be reacting with, like, I want to hear your thoughts at the same time that I'm doing this. So, alerts just went out just then. I want to hear your thoughts. Alright, my voice is working, that's good. Alright, I'll wait for someone to get in here before I start. Other than myself. Hope that's enough to ask. It's not me. Alright. It is really goddamn hot. Yo, what's going on, Llama Lag? Here we go. It's been a while, hasn't it? So, today I'm grading the draft here. I'm hoping people will watch this after the stream. But this is Anthony Edwards. He was the first pick of the NBA draft, and I feel like this is exactly what the Minnesota Timberwolves needed. Yeah, he's a mid-range specialist who will fit well next to D'Angelo Russell and Karl Anthony Towns. People were saying that they should pair up LaMelo with these two. But two ball-dominant players in D'Angelo Russell and LaMelo Ball would not have worked. So I'm giving this probably a A grade. Like, just your grade is A grade. So moving on to the next team, we got the Golden State Warriors. With the second pick in the NBA draft, they selected James Wiseman out of Memphis. Now, Warriors have needed a good center for a hell of a long time. I think their best center I've seen, like I've noticed over the past couple of years, would have been either be David Lee or Andrew Bogut. Out of those two. Like, they also have Marquise Chris, but, like, dude's a goat. So, yeah, James Wiseman, they fill that center role that they need. He's a glass cleaner, as it says there. He's a rebounding inside. You think it will end up being a bust? I think Anthony Edwards will go on to have an all-star career. I don't ever see MVP, but I see all-star. Just drink some water. So James Wiseman fills their center position, but I think, yeah, he's a bit of a injury thing. But if we have a look at his grades, he's a pretty much paint base. He does whatever you need him to do on the defensive end, and I give that grade also an A for the Warriors. Now with the third pick, the Charlotte... Oh shit, let's not go all the way that way. The Charlotte Hornets selected the Ball brother, the youngest Ball brother, LaMelo Ball. Now, I'm very curious to see what happens here with LaMelo. I don't know what's going to happen. I went and watched him. I saw LaMelo in real life when he was playing over here in Australia. I went to the NBL and watched Illawarra versus Melbourne United. And he played well. He played really well. Yeah, I watched him, and I wanted to get an autograph. I have a LaMelo Ball jersey somewhere, and I wanted to get it autographed, even though I'm a Melbourne United fan. But you don't get every day to see a chance that someone will be in the NBA, especially here in Australia. In Australia. But yeah, I think the point the Hornets should be going here is be prepared for LaMelo to be a bust. Aussie equals good luck charm. Oh god, I hope. So Devontae Graham, Jesus, he's already fucking 25. Devontae Graham is not your point guard for the future. Terry Rozier won't be your point guard for the future. Top 3 players on this team will probably not be here much longer. Miles Bridges is okay to build around. So I feel like this team just needs to move on from their older players and just rebuild anew. They're starting to get a decent young core here to rebuild, and LaMelo is going to be the foundation of that, hopefully. But they just need to be prepared in case he becomes a bust. With the 4th pick, the Bulls took a surprise pick here. They picked... Where is he? They picked Patrick Williams out of Florida State. Now, the Bulls should have traded down. And I heard they tried to, but they couldn't. But this is a person that would have still been there around 8, 9. I feel like that's when they should have taken him. But they took Patrick Williams, which is a bit interesting. And I don't know what to say about this. Oh, I forgot to give LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball, I'm going to give it an A- grade. Because no one really knows what's going to happen with him. But we'll keep going with this. Patrick Williams, I don't know how much to say. I have to see how we do on the Bulls rotation. But at the moment, I'd give their draft probably a B. Wasn't that great. And with the 5th pick in the NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers selected Isaac Okoro out of Auburn. Now, I've been a big fan of Isaac Okoro. He's that 3-and-D player that you need. He has great defense, and he's a scoring slasher as well. What's he 3? He's a 3-and-D. You could consider him a 3-and-D, I guess. Or he will develop into the perfect 3-and-D. So, I haven't got much to say here. He fits in well with their small forward. He's 6'6", yep. And he will fit next to Colin Sexton. And, where is he? Darius Garland was that bad? I haven't been following Cavs games. Really, that stat line gives you a 74 overall? I mean, okay. I still feel... I'm high on Darius Garland still, so I feel like you'll fit next to that. My question is, who are they going to prioritize? Isaac Okoro or Kevin Porter Jr.? Because both I like a lot. If I was the Cavs, I'd probably give Kevin Porter Jr. the role this year. And if he can't get it done, I'd hand it off to Isaac Okoro. But all in all, I give this grade a B+. Because there was probably better players that could have fit this position. With the 6th pick, where am I going? The Atlanta Hawks selected... They selected... What was his name? Yeah, Onyeka Okongwu. That's who they selected with the 6th pick from USC. So he's quite a young player here, and he's going to be the power forward, which I'm not sure what they're going to do here. Unless they're going to run him at small forward. Because they traded for Clint Capella, and we haven't even seen him play in Atlanta yet. So unless he's going to get traded or something, I don't know. This pick just kind of confused me a little. I mean, Clint Capella's 26, and he's on a okay-ish contract, I guess. But I don't see this rotation working. Unless they take Capella off the bench. They play Capella off the bench, or Onyeka come off the bench. But if they drafted him with the 6th pick, you would expect a starter for them. But yeah, I don't know. I'm giving this a B- since I have no idea what they're going to do with this rotation. Moving on, we'll go to Detroit Pistons, who selected Killian Hayes, I believe. Was it Killian Hayes? I know they had the... Yeah, it was Killian Hayes from France. So, Killian Hayes is a bit of a mystery to me. I've seen him in the drafts and shit. His mock drafts had him going around 8, I think. And he went up 1 in the actual draft. So, where do I see him fitting onto the thing? I don't know. They expect him, I guess, to be a point guard of the future. But at the moment, that means they'd have to trade from Derrick Rose, and they haven't traded him yet. But apparently, Pistons have been all through trade talk. I think they're trying to get off Blake Griffin's contract. I think they're maybe trying to get rid of Derrick Rose. I hope not, but... Actually, I do want Derrick Rose out of there. I want to see him on a contender. My favourite player ever. Just shame the way his career went. Dude could have been one of the greatest ever. But anyway, moving on, I'll give this probably... If he's the point guard of the future and they trade Derrick Rose, then I give this a B+. Actually, no, I'll give this an A-, because it probably fills their need. Now, alright, moving on to the New York Knicks, who selected... New York, come D-Rose to the Bucks... They just traded for Drew Holiday. Who's their point guard at the moment? Wait, who is the Bucks point guard? I don't know. Who are they saying is their point guard at the moment? Frank... You kidding me? What they'll do is they'll probably play Drew Holiday at the point guard. And then they'll have Dante DiVincenzo at the shooting guard. And then, this will be your starting rotation. So they probably don't need Derrick Rose. So let's go to the New York Knicks now. See, the Knicks, they chose born and bred from New York, Obi Toppin from Dayton University. Now this is a player that spent multiple years in college. He's an inside-out scorer, as it says there. I don't know much about Obi Toppin. I know he's been absolutely fucking flying through the draft, the mock drafts and draft stock and shit like that. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. Obi Toppin for the power forward position. They're stacked there. Dennis Schroeder went to the Lakers. The German Schroeder. God, Schrodinger. I don't know how I feel about that. So they're losing Rondo. They're losing Howard. I don't think the Lakers will be able to run it back. I feel like LeBron's gonna have a down season this year. I honestly feel like. But the Knicks have got Bobby Portis here for 4 years. I don't think they'll be able to trade him. They got Julius Randle for here for another 3 years. They might be able to trade him. But then you go and draft Obi Toppin, unless you're going to play him at the small forward, or Julius Randle at small forward, or Bobby Portis at the small forward. Which either of them, all 3 of them are not suited for the small forward position. And they still got old players such as Taj Gibson here, which they should probably move on from. RJ Barrett isn't turning out to what they expected to be, but I still believe he can be a good player. So, oh shit. All in all, I give the New York Knicks probably an, I don't know, like I'd give him a B, because I don't know what's going to happen there. Next pick, who had the 9th? It was the Wizards, I think. Wizards. I know they selected Denny Avija. I know he's good in 2K, but we're talking about real life here. So, yeah, they did. And was that the 9th? Yeah, it was the 9th pick. Alright. So, the Wizards have come out and stated that they're now building around Bradley Beal. John Wall, we haven't seen him play in like 47 years. And John Wall was surprised to hear that they were rebuilding around Bradley Beal now rather than himself. Which, John Wall, seriously, can you be surprised at this point? But, yeah, Bradley Beal is going to be a all-star. I don't know how he got robbed this year. He wasn't... Wait, was he an all-star? You know, he wasn't... He was. Was he? No, he was not. He was not an all-star. He got robbed, I'm pretty sure of that. Ah, fuck, I don't know. But I don't know how you have not been an all-star averaging 30. But, anyway... These got a... Denny Avija is a good backup to Troy Brown, because I still feel like they should keep their... keep Troy Brown as their starting small forward. I think he was starting. I don't follow many Wizards games. God, who was starting most of the small forward? Or did they trade someone? Or was it... I don't know, unless they were playing Rui. Hachimura. I don't know, but, oh, yeah, I heard he had another lower leg problem, didn't he? Shit, I send my praise to Clay. What happened? Wait, is he, on this, is he classed as injured? No. He's healthy, but he's got a fuck knee. See, all in all, I give this a probably lack of backup. Again! What, again? He tore his Achilles. After Bruh, fuck. Klay Thompson's gonna have to probably retire. Jesus Christ. Nah, Klay Thompson will be back eventually. He's a 3-and-D, and once again, you'll need... he's just a perfect player for the NBA. He's not athletic anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright, moving on. I give this an A, because Denny Avija is probably the perfect player to back up Troy Brown, or each way, it doesn't really matter. Okay, then 1964, 1965, Boston Celtics dropped. I don't know, are these even really... There's like... How many of these players are real? Not that many. He's got a tattoo on his leg. Was that oh, that was a strap. Alright, I'm getting off topic. So, the Phoenix Suns. I'm on the fence with this pick. I need to see him play. Obviously, I don't expect Jalen Johnson, Jesus Christ. I don't expect Jalen Smith to be starting. Yeah, he hasn't got that hair anymore, and that's not really a good face thing for him. But I don't expect him to be starting. 73 is really low for him. But we'll most likely be starting Cam Johnson next year. And I really want us to move away from Dario Saric. I just don't like Dario Saric. So, my Suns now they'll probably lose Aaron Baines, to be honest. He had his good season, and now he'll probably dip. But if we could keep him, I feel like Aaron Baines might be good to run at the power forward position. I'm joking. He's a backup center of this team if he stays. Even though we got Frank Kaminsky, who I'm not too happy with. But the Suns will be Suns, and we got Chris Paul, so it's a fucking dub. So I'm giving this Suns pick, I'm giving this a B, because I still don't know much about Jalen Smith. I didn't expect us to take him. I would have taken a Devin Vassell or a Kyra Lewis Jr. or an Isaiah Stewart. So, yeah, alright. So, moving on, after a B pick, we go into the San Antonio Spurs, which are right here. They drafted, who was it again? Devin Vassell. He's unknown to what the Suns are doing. Not the Suns, the Spurs. He would fit in with the Suns, I guess. DeMar DeRozan, he's here for fucking eons. LaMarcus Aldridge is here. Dejounte Murray's here. What are they gonna do? Like slot DeMar back to the shooting guard and run thing? Oh, no, what am I doing? They're not going to be starting him. They're not going to be starting him. He'll be playing good, valuable backup minutes. So I'm gonna give that a B plus. Moving on, we're gonna go to the New Orleans Pelicans, who are just here somewhere, and they selected Kira Lewis Jr., point guard out of Alabama, with the 13th pick. God, we're already 13 in. I'm gonna do only the 30, and then I'm gonna have an honorable mention in the late 40s or 50s. I can't remember where it was. It was a steal. So Kira Lewis is going to be playing the backup point guard. Because no, he won't. What are they going to do here? They got Eric Bledsoe, Lonzo Ball, George Hill, and now they've drafted Kira Lewis. He wants a G League minutes. Huh. And again, I just don't know what they're going to do here. Because Lonzo, I still feel like Lonzo can be a decent player in the NBA. Do I feel like he will be an all-star like he was projected to be? Hell nah. He can be a starter on a team. Now, Eric Bledsoe, he can definitely be a starter. Dude can be on all defensive team. He's a defensive monster, I feel like. Well, he's a quiet defender, but like you wouldn't know it. It's like, have you? Oh well, you probably don't watch manga, but read manga. But Kuriko's basketball. There's a ghost player, phantom player. They called him the Phantom Six Man, and he's like the defensive version of that Eric Bledsoe. So I can't wait to see what he can do on the Pelicans this year, and. Yeah, I'm just excited. So, Kira Lewis here. I'm going to give a B- because I have no idea what they're doing here. Moving on to the Boston Celtics, who this pick was from Memphis. So, let's go all the way back down to the Celtics. Now, they drafted Aaron Nesmith. I already don't like this dude because I don't like his name. But he's from Vanderbilt. So, he's from Jared Vanderbilt's house. Take another swig of water. And so this dude's a 3-point specialist. I don't know much about Aaron Nesmith, but I guess they're preparing to lose Gordon Hayward because they're going to trade him and then make him play backup. But they've got Javonte Green. I don't know what they're going to do here, so I'm going to give these guys a B+. I feel like he can be a decent player from the seams of him. Now, a pick that I really liked by the Orlando Magic when I watched this. I was actually kind of happy that he went in the top 20, but I was actually the fucking lottery. I feel like he should have been a lottery pick, but anyway, I'm talking about 45. I like Lucas and Jay Crowder's number 77. In my basketball team, in my basketball team crap, I usually play 25 though, so that's my number, 25. I like 25. That was my football number and my basketball number. I take, and it's not because it's not Ben Simmons, it's because of Derrick Rose. So yeah, they drafted a pick that I really like, Cole Anthony. I really like Cole Anthony. You wear 24, fucking Kobe, brah. So yeah. Cole Anthony is 99. Jeez, that's a high number, dude. But I really like this pick, and I feel like he's from North Carolina. I really feel like Cole Anthony can be a sort of player that turns into a discount Stephen Curry. I see Cole Anthony as an all-star. I'll put it out there boldly. I see him being an all-star. So I'm gonna give this an A. For their need of position, because they're going to be moving off from DJ Augustine most likely, and I don't know how long Fultz is going to be here. Hopefully they keep him, but Fultz will be a good, decent backup once Cole Anthony shows his potential. And with the next pick, we are going to the Portland Trailblazers, where they selected Isaiah Stewart. Where are the Trailblazers? Where is Isaiah Stewart? Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart? Is he here? Where's Isaiah Stewart? Or did they trade him? Did they trade him? Surely not. Surely just 2K hasn't put him in yet. Well, they got Isaiah Stewart, I think, out of Washington, and I think that's a good fit for them. They needed to go younger, but they just traded for Robert Covington, who is severely underrated. Not in 2K, he's trash in 2K, but in real life he's underrated, and he might fill the... I'd chuck him down small forward now, and then have a Dame, CJ, Robert Covington, and then a use of Nurkic and thing. I haven't heard any news about him being traded. I mean, they got these players from the second round, so surely he was traded. I don't know, but wherever he is, we might find him a bit later. I would have given this pick at the point in time probably an A- pick, because it's a needed position, I guess. I mean, they do have Zach Collins, I guess, but I like Isaiah Stewart more than Zach Collins. So going on to Minnesota, this pick was original. This is with the 3-man pick, and this is someone I actually really like. Hold up, I'm confused. There must have been a bunch of training that's happened, because there's players on here. They selected Alekshev Pukovchevsky, a small forward, power forward out of Seriba. Why can't I say that name? I know it too. But yeah, well, I don't know. I would have given this pick probably a B plus, because I like the pick. But this one I'm really excited for. Dallas Mavericks to join Luka fucking Doncic. I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't know if you guys know why I'm so happy about this. But going in the top 20 with the 8th pick in the NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks selected Josh Green from Arizona. And little do you know, he's Australian. Yeah, he's from Arizona. He's a Dallas Mavericks, and I'm really happy for him. He got to the 20th pick. I followed this dude a fair bit in the draft, and I thought he might go a little bit lower than he actually did, but I'm happy that the Mavericks are here, because they just traded Seth Curry to the 76ers, I believe. So I'm going to give this a minus of a pick. I'm not being biased. 72 is a little low for him, but this is a team that might have already traded him. They selected Sadiq Bey, and all this shit's got me confused. So Sadiq Bey isn't here, but he's from Villanova. Unless they don't have his rights to 2K, I don't know. But yeah, they might not have the rights to them. That's maybe the problem. But Sadiq Bey is a small forward who will probably play some bench minutes after Joe Harris. I don't know. Joe Harris. He probably played G League, to be honest, which is sad from a top 20 pick. Now, another player that I really like here, that the Heat took in their search to try and defeat the Lakers, Precious Achiuwa, who I hope will play backup power forward over Myers Leonard, but I don't know. I like this dude. He's been one of my favourite players to get. He's just, in 2K, he's an amazing player to have. Fucking his crossover to dunk and shit like that's cool. And he's like that in real life as well. He's a finisher, yeah. So I'm going to give this A minus for their thing, A minus, and we're moving on to the Philadelphia 76ers, who... Alright, so they did select Isaiah Joe, but that's a bit... I won't get to him today. I like Isaiah Joe, so we'll see what happens there. But who I'm talking about is... Where is he? Tyrese Maxey, point guard out of Kentucky. He's 6'3", weighs 200 pounds, and I have to see something. He's a below average 3-point shooter. Oh my god, these guys just don't learn. I feel like a good thing they brought in Seth Curry. I'm pretty sure they didn't they? Seth, did they bring him in? Yeah, they did. So, good thing for them to bring in Seth Curry, who can add to their 3-point shooting and can play a little bit of defense. Actually, no, Seth Curry does not play defense. But they got Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. There was talks about getting James Harden, and if they do that, that's going to be pretty interesting. But now they also have Danny Green. He was traded again. Wasn't he just traded to OKC? Doesn't matter. Tyrese Maxey for the thing. I'm going to give a B- because I don't like this pick for the 76ers. Moving on to the 22nd pick. I'm going to go to 25 here, and then I'm going to go mentions. I'm not going to do all 30. So with the 22nd pick, the Denver Nuggets selected... Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets selected Zeke Nnaji. I think that's how you say his name. And he's a center/power forward who is 6'11" from Arizona. He's weighs 240 pounds, and I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to do, what they're going to do with him. Whether they keep him around, or do they send him to the G League, or do they trade him? But Bol Bol's fairly low rated. He played well in the bubble. Bol Bol will be getting backup center minutes, I guarantee it. And whether they lose Paul Millsap or not is going to be questionable. But all I know is this Nuggets team is a team to look out for. So I'm going to give this... Oh, fuck, I keep doing that. I'm going to give that pick a... I'm going to give it a B+. B+. It was a good thing they got him. Now, I don't know how to say this name. He's from Argentina for the New York Knicks with the 23rd pick. They selected Bol Bol's demigod. Fucking true. Fucking A-man. Preach it. So, they selected... Is he in here? No, he's not here. But this is Leonardo Bolmaro. Yeah, I'm actually a little bit of a fan of this guy. I like him. He's been in a couple of my rebuilding videos, I think. And I think I got him once in one of them. But he fits in at the power forward role. So he'll be playing... So they pretty much drafted another... Oh, not the power forward. The small forward/power forward. So he'll be probably around... Him and Kevin Knox will be fighting for minutes at this point. Whether one of them stays in the league or not. How long's Kevin Knox been in the league? I feel like he's been in the league for fucking ever. And this dude's fucking... He's only 20. Dude come in young. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to give this a B- because I don't feel like they need him. But I liked him. So, moving on to a player that I thought was going to go heaps higher. With the 24th pick, the Milwaukee Bucks selected RJ Hampton, who is not on that because... Wait, unless he was. Is he? RJ Hampton? RJ? Yeah, I didn't think so. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see this team in general. Like, I don't know what it's going to do. So I'm going to give this pick for need a positional, I guess, as a backup shooting guard now that Dante is probably going to be starting. I'm going to give this a probably... Oh, also, I went and also saw this person play. RJ Hampton. I liked RJ Hampton. He come from New Zealand Breakers from the NBL. And I liked him. So, I like him. So, I went and watched him. Good player. Not as good as LaMelo, but good player. So, I'm going to give this a B+. So, moving on to the Boston Celtics again. Who they selected Peyton Pritchard. Actually, fuck it. I'll just go right through the 30. They selected... I don't know if he's going to be here. Peyton Pritchard. Oh, he is here. I'm just having fun rebuilding. I just picked up this dude for the Charlotte Hornets and chucked him in the G League. That's probably where he's going to see this season. But he's 6'2". Carson Edwards is 5'11", 5'10". And then you got Sarko Fall, the fucking GOAT, next to these guys. But it's going to be interesting to see these guys come through. I'm a big fan of all four of these guys, but 2K doesn't like them too much, obviously, by their ratings. It's going to be interesting. But I'm going to give this probably a B, because he's not the type of point guard that I like. He's kind of like as it says up there, 3-point specialist. So you kind of compare it a little bit to a Curry slash JJ Redick. But all right, going on to the Utah Jazz, who were a bit of a cold case. They didn't draft much, and this team is like stuck in the middle. Do they keep these two together, or do they split them up by trading Rudy Gobert and Bogey? They want to get off. I'm guessing they want to get off Mike Conley's contract. Don't know if they'll be able to. But they got Ed Davis. I didn't know they had Ed Davis. How long's he been here? Really? Probably signed Dwight or signed Serge Ibaka. Lakers will not get Dwight or Serge Ibaka. I can guarantee it. They will not. They will not get either. But they selected Udoka Azubuike. I don't know how to say his name. He's not here. Oh, yes, he is. He's a center from Kansas. Give this a probably... considering they might be trading Rudy Gobert soon, I give it a B plus and a half up. So in between B plus and A minus. The Los Angeles Lakers, who I think he's on... Is he on... Wait, what? Jaden McDaniels. I thought he was in last year's, wasn't he? I've done that much rebuilding, but I saw him on here. Oh, I saw Jalen McDaniels. Oh, Rudy also saved the league. No, he's such a good defensive player. He shut down the entire league. Like, you can't get a better defensive player than him. But let's go to Los Angeles. Apparently, they drafted. Oh wait, he's not here because I think they immediately traded him to OKC. And is he here? No. So, one of them has got Jaden McDaniels from Washington. He's a small forward and he'll be playing backup minutes to Kelly Oubre. So I'm gonna give it a minus of a pick if they have got him. Malachi Flynn from the Raptors. Raptors. Where are the Raptors? Raptors will be down here. Here he is. Malachi Flynn. He's a point guard out of San Diego State. Interested to see what he can do, but he's an unknown to me, I guess. I just not sure, so I'll give it I'll sit on the fence. So I'll give it an A minus. It could be a nice pick because apparently they might be losing Freddie Boy. Oh fuck, I've done it again. And the last pick that I'm going to be doing here, other than one extra, is the Boston Celtics selected Desmond Bane, which I was expecting him to go a bit higher, but what are you going to do? He didn't go as high as I want. He's a shooting guard. Must not have him. Oh well, but I give that a B plus pick because I like Desmond Bane, and I feel like it's a bit of a steal. Alright, so there are a lot of players I want in the middle that I know that I really like, but one, at pick 48, one of the biggest steals of this draft, I feel like. One of my favourite players personally at the moment that have come out of this draft. Here he is, Nico Mannion from Arizona State. I think he's a Phoenix boy. He got drafted with the 48th pick from Italy, and he's an Italy player. No, he's Italy, but he played in Arizona. That's what I remember. He's Italy. I remember reading his thing. But the Warriors, he's going to be an up-and-coming player. I really like Nico Mannion's game. I'm a big fan of him, and I feel it's just kind of disrespectful that he was that low, to be honest. I was expecting him to be around 33 to 40, not all the way down to 48, but... Yeah, the Red Mamba. Wasn't that Brian Scalabrine? So Steph's out at the moment. Curry might select to play some 2. If they want to give Jordan Poole or Nico Mannion and go, well, they could give Juan Tesco or Michael Mulder. I'm not a big fan. I also like Alan Smellish. So I'm gonna give this pick an A plus since I like this so much. It's just an underrated pick. And they got him for it as well. Yeah, Brian Scalabrine, yep. Oh no, he was White Mamba. Oh, so he can be the Red Mamba. Oh, I was thinking. Oh, I might have also been thinking of R.J. Barrett. They called him the Canadian Mamba. Is that what they called him? They called him something else, didn't they? I don't know. But yeah, this is my draft thoughts. Thanks for coming out, Llama Lag. Go check out his channel at Llama Lag. Just happy to be doing YouTube, I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. TXM Aussie out.